Please select a landing zone.
Deploying.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
What the fuck, le truc qui redémarre carrément.
The map has been updated.
destroy that, or turn it off to shut off all the lights and surveillance cameras in the outpost. But of course, the enemy will realize something's up. If you're gonna do it, be quick.
Qui m'a vu là? J'ai vu personne.
Analysis complete.
Boss, get down. The enemy sniper.
Pas la bonne solution.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Qui me voit? Qui me voit? Je comprends pas. Y'a personne? Allez, c'est parti pour le vrai playthrough. Ouais, ras-le-bol.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. spotted.
He's coming too. Roger that. You have arrived at your destination.
Help! Help! Sorry. Caused you all this trouble.
C'était pas terrible tout ça, mais bon.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Ouais.
Okay, subject is in.
Arrived at Mother Base.
Gaining altitude.
Buddy departing area of operations.
Warning.
Je vais aller voir Dédé. Dédé. C'est vrai qu'en français ça fait un peu ridicule le nom du chien. Hey Dédé.
Please specify a project.
Voilà, voilà, voilà. Dédé. What? Ah d'accord. D'accord, d'accord.
Please select heading to Mother Base.
Welcome home, boss.
Voilà, voilà. Tout va bien.
Please landing zone.
Roger.
confirmed.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Please select heading to Afghanistan. Heading to
Non mais,
Afghanistan.
je galère même pour faire ça. S'il vous plaît.
Deploying.
to us. You gotta extract him.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Side op completed. Extraction.
He's coming too.
arrived at
Roger that.
base. Please select a mission. Mission accepted.
You gotta extract him.
Updated.
You were hospitalized in Decalia, a British sovereign base area on...
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
C'est quoi là cette mission?
Please select a mission.
Boss, information warfare is more than just intel gathering. It also means disrupting enemy communications. Your mission is to punch a hole in the comms network between the Soviet outposts. That'll cut off their means to call in reinforcements.
Ah, ouais.
Technically, we were given this mission by a Western-backed Arab organization supporting the guerrillas. But it'll also give us a leg up in the future. Take a look at the look.
C'est parti.
disable the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the Eastern Communications Post and destroy its comms equipment. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
Bon, alors, se faciliter un peu la vie. Comment ça marche pour l'arrêter? C'est sérieux hein? Bon.
Head for the Eastern Communications Post and destroy the target equipment. Its location is on your iDroid.
Avantage pour moi. Pas un endroit où je pourrais escalader. Si. Parfait. Hop. Oh là, les touches. J'avais même pu me retrouver dans les touches. Ah, il y a un petit loup quand même ici. Il y a deux petits loups quand même. Et merde. Pas de gêner pour les récupérer. Est-ce qu'il y en a d'autres? Je pense pas.
You made it. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. The map has been
That antenna
updated.
is one of the targets. There should be more. Keep looking.
The map has been updated.
That's another one of the targets. Do you
Ça
see any
pas.
more?
Ah. Là? Non? Merci.
That looks like the target.
Position info
We know where
has
all
been
the
updated.
antennas are now. Take out all three of them. How you do it is your call.
Attends, j'ai pas de C4? Ah, j'ai eu peur.
Thinking of using C4? It's an explosive that you detonate by remote control after you've planted it.
Allez, soyons fous. Bon, ça commence bien.
Explosives should take care of them well enough. How you do it is up to you.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Ah.
Explosives should take care of them well enough. How you do it is up to you.
Analysis complete.
Oh non. Et voilà, raté. Mais ça va être compliqué là. Non mais... Hein? C'est pas ce que j'avais prévu de faire. Merci.
Explosives should take care of them well enough. How you do it is up to you.
Эй, смотри!
Je crois que c'est mort. Hein. C'est un peu la tanasse, c'est ce que je fais, c'est pas grave. Allez. Ah merde. Oh là là. C'est fini.
Good work. You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Mission info has been updated. Please support helicopter requested. Exfiltrated.
We can't let them follow you. What? You're going back?
Non, j'attends l'hélicoptère.
This is B.
point d'achat.
Exfiltrated
Alright, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
C'est totalement nul ce que j'ai fait. Oh.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete. Boss.
B, moi je dis. Voilà. Je vais arrêter que B.
Our army is growing like crazy thanks to you, boss. In fact, it's getting downright crowded around here. To bring a greater number of people on board, we'll need to expand our facilities. To that end, I've created a base development unit. It has two roles, material refinement and platform construction. I'll start with the material refinement part. The base development unit procures material resources on a regular basis according to its level. The materials are stored in containers and placed on the deck of Mother Base. Once they're finished being processed, they can finally be put to use. By using these materials to build new platforms, we'll be able to add a greater number of staff to our ranks. We don't need any specific instructions from you to refine the materials, but I want you to be the one to decide how we construct platforms. Once we have sufficient GMP and the required material resources, you can issue construction orders from your iDroid. Good. You captured it alive. Boss, we've received a back channel request from Langley. We're to find a piece of new American military hardware that's gone missing in the mountains of Afghanistan. It's a difficult mission, but I'd say you're back in top form by now. Check your iDroid for the details.
This war. The Kremlin never expected to have this much trouble against the Mujahideen. Afghanistan is a tribal society. Tradition demands that its people stand up to any outsiders who set foot on their land. With the honor of their people at stake, they have everything to fight for. No matter how hard the Soviets hit them, they continue to appear out of nowhere, striking back, then vanishing again. But there's one thing even the Mujahideen fear. Every last one of them. The Soviet gunships. They're highly maneuverable and equipped with massive firepower. Plus, the underside of the fuselage is heavily armored. The Mujahideen can barely scratch them with their small arms. Anyone who hangs around gets mowed down by the gunship's heavy machine guns. This new honeybee weapon that was given to the Hamid fighters, it's no doubt something to help them strike back against the gunships, which makes it a weapon that could change the course of the war. Those guerrilla fighters known as Mujahideen don't actually belong to a single organization. Afghanistan is a multi-ethnic country. You've got the Pashtuns, the Tajiks, Uzbeks, Hazaras, and each of them is split into their own tribes, large and small. Each ethnicity has several rebel organizations that their various tribes gather under. They're united under the banner of jihad, but that doesn't mean they work like a single standing army. Just look at the area around Smasy Fort. A lot of Tajiks used to live there, but they fled after the Soviets started their Scorched Earth campaign. With the area uninhabited, the Hamid fighters, who are Pashtun, decided to move in. The Hamids are based out of the city of Peshawar. We passed through it on the western edge of Pakistan. The Pashtun people have long lived in Afghanistan and western Pakistan. They used to travel back and forth frequently. Then Britain went and established the border that still stands today. The Hamid fighters get generous support from the Pakistani government. The government wants to use them to secure influence over Afghanistan. Their liaison with the Hamids is Inter-Services Intelligence, and behind the ISI, you have the CIA. That's probably how the honeybee ended up in the hands of the Hamid men. This war...
Ocelot said the number of private forces is increasing, and they've modeled themselves after us.
They're a far cry from the likes of us.
But why? 9 years ago we made enemies of the world.
Commencing platform construction.
As a nuclear-equipped force, independent of ideology or state.
Yes.
Commencing
Sooner or later, the real
platform
UN would have
construction.
stepped in.
So why are they giving these PFs free reign?
That's our fault, too.
What do you mean?
What happened 9 years ago was a real problem for a lot of people. An organization as big as ours, with our facilities, was wiped off the map. Not an easy thing to hide. But if our existence came to light, so would the names of our clients. We had contracts all over, east and west, from superpowers to banana republics, the lot. Our clients denied all association with the likes of us. They had to make sure things didn't blow up on them. But at the same time, they missed us. They really missed us. The demand for armies for hire was as strong as ever. The international community turned a blind eye to what happened to us, despite still needing people who could do our jobs. History couldn't afford to lose us. As soon as we were gone, they needed a replacement. So private forces spread everywhere. And they're all just a phone call away.
But still.
I know. PFs are totally different from what we envisioned. Nation-states, revolutionaries, terrorists. They have a lot of clients, and Cypher is one of them. Cypher stays anonymous, but I know their work when I see it. In the eyes of those clients, the world's PFs are all just expendable pawns. The clients don't have to worry about losing their own men. Nobody knows they're involved, and PFs are cheap. In short, the world is chewing up soldiers and spitting them out. Even some of the old Mother Base's survivors are still working for PFs. Some guys created their own smaller forces. Others were taken on by emerging PFs. Everybody's gone their separate ways. But none of them are living their dream, because they're not fighting with you. Of course, I tried to headhunt as many of them as I could for Diamond Dogs. It was all a waste of time. They said they weren't interested without you to lead them. But now you're back. And everything's gonna change. We'll unite all private forces under you, transcending nations and economies. What is a nation? Just a patch of dirt. The bonds among us will surpass nations. And that's what'll put the world under our control. We'll establish a new kind of country. Redefine the very concept of it.
2
Even
millions.
Cypher will be below us. An extraterritorial federation of military nations. The United States of Force. Once word of Big Boss's return starts traveling, that'll be our true deterrent against Cypher. In other words, no one will dare to come gunning for you.
How do you figure?
Cypher lacks a large-scale fighting force. PFs are the perfect tool for them. But those PFs revere you, the legendary Big Boss.
Vu l'argent que j'ai.
If Cypher killed you now, they wouldn't take it lying down. Maybe they'd even go looking for revenge, but they definitely wouldn't keep doing Cypher's dirty work, even if it put their lives at stake. That's why it's no longer a benefit to Cypher to get rid of you. The very fact that you're alive is our greatest defense against Cypher.
Nice to know. It'll buy us some time while we get back to full strength.
Just keep in mind that what I'm saying is generalizing a lot. In practice, the PFs around the world don't know your face. Just declaring that you're Big Boss won't be enough to convince them. And if they see you as an enemy, they'll come at you with everything they've got.
Some hero.
That's why you need to bring them back to Mother Base.
Ça sert à quoi déjà
Show
ça?
them on your terms that you really are the one and only Big Boss.
Ah,
Once you've proven
d'accord.
that, they won't hesitate to join us.
Ocelot said the number of private forces is increasing, and they've modeled themselves after us.
They're a far cry from the likes of us.
But why?
C'est une option que
9
j'aurais pu
years ago we made
activer.
enemies of the world as a nuclear-equipped force.
Snake, do you remember Amanda?
Yeah, I do.
Their revolution was a success. Somoza resigned, Nicaragua has a new government. Amanda's really working hard for her country to be reborn.
Good for them.
She says she wishes Chico could be there.
That revolution was the dream. For Amanda, for Chico, and their father.
That chopper was no place for Chico to die. I'd like to at least think history will remember his part in the revolution.
When you pick up a gun, there's always a chance you'll die for nothing. He knew that as well as the rest. Now that he's gone, it's up to the rest of us to decide what it was all worth. If we don't, there's nothing to prove that Chico ever lived at all. We're his mark on the world.
Amanda told us that Strangelove contacted her after the revolutionaries came to power in Nicaragua. Strangelove, the AI researcher from Mother Base?
I remember her.
We'd lost touch with her, till Amanda heard from her out of the blue. She told Amanda she wanted to salvage Peace Walker's drive parts, or something from the bottom of Lake Nicaragua. Amanda passed the request on to her friends in the new administration. She's a national hero now, after all. So Strangelove got a Soviet military aircraft to transport something to somewhere. But apparently the cargo wasn't big enough to have been Peace Walker itself.
So what was it?
Who knows? We recovered Peace Walker's nuclear warhead ourselves 9 years ago. What could Strangelove have been after? Amanda said she didn't mention what her reason was or where she was headed. Nicaragua is a socialist state now. With Amanda vouching for her, the government didn't feel the need to concern itself with the details. All Strangelove told Amanda was that she was going to continue her research, and that the rest was a secret. Right before the attack, Huey was in the control tower to prepare for the inspectors. He was with them when it all went down. The control tower collapsed with the rest of its strut. His body was never recovered. But he was the one who met the inspection party when they arrived. And he was the one who showed the nuclear inspectors to the tower. You remember the way it went. First he recommends we agree to the inspection, then he gives them the okay without our permission, all the time acting as if he was doing us a favor. On top of that, he even had the guards disarmed that day. It would send the wrong message, he said. Whatever the angle, it all leads back to Huey. I curse my own stupidity for not realizing sooner. Huey escaped with that unit by chopper. I've been hunting him for 9 long years. The other reason I was operating around Afghanistan was to dig up his location.
Huey's in Afghanistan?
Yes, and I have a good idea where. Now we just wait for the right moment. This time, we'll be the ones using him. He's going to tell us who our guests really were that used a fake nuclear inspection to blast our home into the ocean.
Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait encore comme défi? Mon dieu, alors... Je l'ai fait ça, non? Bon, je pense qu'on va arrêter avec ces
Please
quêtes là.
select a mission.
On va faire ça.
If we're going to expand Mother Base, we need more manpower. And not just for combat roles either. R&D, the support unit, intel, each demands a different set of skills. If we want to achieve what we've set out to do, Diamond Dogs has got to get stronger. There's a Soviet engineer I want to have join us. He was the one who built your prosthesis. With him on our side, who knows what sort of enhancements he'll come up with for it. He tried to defect but didn't make it, and now he's being held prisoner at Waksin Barracks. Find this engineer and get him out. Having him on our R&D team will go a long way to helping Diamond Dogs grow.
Mission accepted.
Mais après c'est trop facile avec ça. Allez, on va rester comme ça. Allez, c'est parti.
Deploying.
On va y aller. De nuit, hein, c'est mieux. C'est plus simple. Et après on s'arrêtera. Après on s'arrêtera.
Boss, the Soviet engineer is being held prisoner at the Waksin Barracks. You need to find him and get him out. He tried to defect from the base camp up north, but it didn't work out. Now they're holding him at Wacht Sin. He's offered his technical skills to us as long as we can guarantee his safety. You have to extract the target.
Boss, your target just happens to be the man who developed your prosthetic hand. He's the only one capable of maintaining it. If we bring him in, I'm sure he'll be able to modify it in all kinds of ways as well.
Be careful down there, boss.
J'ai encore un défi qui s'est achevé là. C'est une blague.
That's the Wacht Sin barracks. The target is somewhere inside that outpost. The
Ah,
Soviets consider him a traitor now, so he'll be treated like any other prisoner.
Complete.
ok. Il y a un camion qui arrive. Vous voyez, j'ai la chance. Déjà les deux là, on va les marquer.
Analysis complete.
Et maintenant, c'est parti.
Analysis complete. You have arrived at your destination. Intel
Nice find.
obtained.
Analyzing the intel file you picked up. We've got a fix on the target. I've updated your map info. Check it on your iDroid.
Talk. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Oh mais... Monte! Oui, monte pas. C'est une blague. Elle galère. Mon Dieu. Il y a un monsieur juste là. Fais attention quand même. Là voilà.
Analysis complete.
Oh, putain.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Qui c'est lui?
That prisoner doesn't look like the target.
Joyeux anniversaire.
Analysis complete. Analysis. The map has
Okay,
been
subject is in.
Vas-y, je passe là. Non, c'est mort. Par la limite, je vais essayer.
You have arrived at your destination. Analysis complete.
Speak.
The map has been updated.
Je galère avec les touches.
Boss, you've entered a building. Always keep an escape route in mind when you head indoors. If you get surrounded, you'll have
Oui.
That's the target. Looks like we found them.
Этот протез. Я его сделал. Это мой шедевр. Обычные протезы — это скучно.
Great. If there's nothing in the way overhead, you should be able to bolt them in.
Viens qui? Toujours merci, plus rien.
Можно сказать,
Voilà, c'est fini, hein.
не протез. Бионическая рука.
Ça ferait une fois faire une mission sans le faire opérer, tu sais. Allez.
Target extraction confirmed. Your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Please select a landing
Non,
zone.
c'est trop loin. Eh? Mauvais? D'accord. Voilà. Ah bah c'est il y a de la maîtrise là-dedans.
Extraction arrived at Metabase.
Allez, arrêtez là.
Buddy departing area of operations.
tell stories about this one, boss.
N'importe quoi.
The engineer we rescued has been extremely cooperative. The guys on the R&D team are glad to have him aboard. Thing is, his specialty isn't mechanics, but something called bionics, engineering based on biology. He's already submitted a proposal for modifying your prosthetic arm. If you're interested, go ahead and give the development order.
Oh. Allez, on développe ça et voilà. Et je sais. Oui.
Please specify a project.
Ah oui, c'est vrai que ça va être compliqué. Bon, on va essayer de voir si on peut. On peut. Mais on peut pas. J'ai pas d'équipe de renseignement. Ça on peut. Ah, ça va
Development
m'aider déjà.
project has been added.
Je pourrais pas le faire. Précision. Médical. Étourdissement. Ah, ça c'est bien. Parfait. Et sonar, j'aimerais bien, mais... Bon,
Please select a mission.
ça aurait dû mieux de faire ça correctement, mais bon, c'est pas grave. C'est quoi toutes ces photos encore? Il y a un bouton. Bon allez, moi je vais m'arrêter là.
Development complete.
Ah bah tiens. Ça tombe bien.
Development complete. Please specify a project.
Bon alors c'est quelques-uns. Et voilà.
Development complete. Please specify a project. Development complete.
Allez.